We will proceed to the election of Speaker of the House. Nominations are in order. I recognize Representative Baker from District 16B for the purpose of a nomination on behalf of the Republican caucus.
Mr. Secretary and members of the Minnesota House, it's great to see everybody back again. Today we stand at such an important moment in our history. The importance of selecting our very own presiding officer and the vital role of the Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives. While recent weeks have tested us all, today is a day that we come together, that we move forward, and that we restore the work of the People's House. As we consider the next Speaker, we must ask ourselves, what kind of skills does this leader need to be successful? I believe true leadership must impose civility and trust, wisdom and inclusiveness, patience with grace. A leader must be tough but fair, strong yet willing to listen, decisive yet collaborative. But above all, this leader needs to unify a divided house. Today, our voters expect this from every single one of us. We must work in a bipartisan manner like we have never done before. This will test the leadership's skills on every level in the next couple years. Members, it is for this reason that I am proud to nominate Lisa Demuth for the Speaker of the Minnesota House. At this critical juncture in our state's history, Speaker Demuth is the leader that we really need. A leader who can bring people together, build consensus, and ensure that every decision that we make here reflects the best interests of more Minnesotans than we have ever seen before. Members, I ask you today to join me in nominating Lisa Demuth for our next Speaker of the Minnesota House. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Are there any seconds to the nomination? I recognize Representative Igo from District 7A.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Esteemed colleagues and fellow Minnesotans, it is my honor and privilege today to stand before you to second the nomination of Representative Lisa Demuth, whose leadership, experience, and unwavering dedication to our state make her the perfect candidate to serve as the next Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives. I would like to share a quote from history with the body and the people of Minnesota. A leader is someone who shows others how to live with virtue, not by commanding, but by example. That is the type of leader Representative Demuth is. She's a leader with experience, integrity, vision, and the ability to bring people together. Representative Demuth possesses all of these qualities, and she excels at bringing balance to the work we do here in the Minnesota House. She has a clear vision for a better Minnesota, a Minnesota that we make more affordable, safe, and build for our future. Yet, at the same time, she knows how to build consensus, ensuring that all voices are heard and respected. In today's polarized political environment, now is the time we need a leader like Representative Demuth, who can navigate these complexities and move Minnesota forward. Lisa's leadership is also marked by a remarkable balance between listening and acting. She listens to the concerns of her colleagues, the voices of the people she represents, and she works tirelessly to translate those concerns into meaningful legislative action. And perhaps, most importantly, she knows how to lead boldly, taking a stand on key issues while remaining open to collaboration and compromise when necessary. In a time when we need someone who can unite, not divide, who can lead with purpose, not partisanship, and who will keep the needs of everyday Minnesotans front and center, there's no better choice than Representative Lisa Demuth. Her vision and message for Minnesota is one where all of us, from the Iron Range to the farmlands, from the suburbs to the cities, can thrive together. Her leadership will bring us closer to that vision, and I have no doubt with her at the helm, the Minnesota House can be a place of progress, collaboration, and meaningful change. Representative Lisa Demuth is a leader who understands that the path forward often requires balance, balancing boldness with collaboration, leadership with humility, and vision with pragmatism. A leader that shows others how to live by virtue. So with great pride and confidence, I second the nomination of Representative Lisa Demuth to be the next Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives, and I have no doubt that she will lead with the wisdom, integrity, and balance that all Minnesotans deserve. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
I now recognize Representative Moeller from District 40A on behalf of the DFL caucus for the purpose of a nomination.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary and members. I rise to nominate Melissa Hortman to be the Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives. For new members, you may not know that Speaker Hortman often talks in football metaphors. It's also Super Bowl weekend, so this feels appropriate for this speech today. Speaker Hortman has been an all-star quarterback for this team, for this chamber, and for the state of Minnesota since 2019. Before even becoming Speaker, she reviewed her tape, listening to Minnesotans across the state to develop the Minnesota Values Plan, MVP. Over the years, she's continued to review that tape by knocking on countless doors to listen to the concerns and dreams of Minnesotans from every corner of this state. Speaker Hortman huddles with the people to craft a game plan to advance Minnesota, always thinking about creating a level playing field for everyone. Over the past 6 years, she has assessed the obstacles on the field, and in spite of those obstacles, still throws a perfect path to progress. Last night, I went back and listened to her acceptance speech as Speaker in 2019. And using football terminology as she does, she said, quote, "It's time to take off the blue and red jerseys and govern S-Team Minnesota." And she has done exactly that. The challenges she has led our team through have been numerous and difficult, and include a global pandemic, the murder of George Floyd, and civic unrest. She had the grit to push us through every fourth and goal moment we faced, and through it all, our team, Team Minnesota, has come out stronger and better. Melissa Hortman has also been a coach to us. As the true leader that she is, she understands that success is a team sport. She knows how to build a roster of talent and coach us to be our best, always reminding us that the people we represent matter the most. She recognizes the well-executed play, like the behind-the-scenes moments when we help a constituent, and the major victories that we've had improving people's lives. Speaker Hortman, I will never forget celebrating together the passage of driver's licenses for all, with tears streaming down our faces as we witnessed the pure joy of those who fought so long for that needed legislation. At the rostrum, Speaker Hortman has played the role of a referee. She recognizes that our work, like football, is a messy game. However, she ensures that we play inside the lines drawn on the field. That means staying true to our Constitution, the rules, and custom and usage. In the time of chaos and destruction at the federal level, we need a fair referee like Speaker Hortman leading us in this chamber, someone who upholds the Constitution, the institution, and our democracy. Finally, as the true leader that she is, she puts the needs of the team, Team Minnesota, ahead of her own. When Representative Mary Murphy nominated Speaker Hortman in 2019, she said that a good speaker should put the state's needs ahead of her personal needs. In guiding us through this current time, when the goalposts keep moving, Speaker Hortman is willing to sacrifice her position for the greater good. Isn't that the kind of leader we all need? This may be a Hail Mary, but it's time to hand the ball to our quarterback, Speaker Hortman, to keep moving forward for progress in Minnesota. Thank you.
Are there any seconds to the nomination? I recognize Representative Hollins from District 66B.
Thank you. And thank you to the body. I don't know football very well, so I'm not going to follow that line of metaphors. But I rise to second the nomination of Melissa Hortman for Speaker of the Minnesota State House. I am getting to an age where I've started to think a lot about leadership. and about what leadership means to me and how to be a good leader. And certain things come to mind. It means passing along knowledge and skills to cultivate new leaders. It means not just telling people what to do, but bringing others along with you as you move. And it means sacrificing your own personal benefit for the good of many. I came to this body knowing almost nothing about the legislative process. And I feel like I have learned so much from Speaker Hortman. She's been willing to share her knowledge, her experience. She's included me in spaces that she didn't have to, just so I could witness and I could learn and become a better legislator and a better leader. Being a part of the leadership team and seeing how the proverbial sausage is made has been an experience of a lifetime. It has given me such an appreciation for the magnitude of the work that we do in this space and the sacrifices that are made by every person in this body to come together and make 134 people agree on something. That is no small feat. I know that Speaker Hortman and I are not necessarily politically aligned all the time. And that hasn't stopped us from being able to work together. And I think that's something that's really important. A leader knows that you are not always going to see eye to eye, but you're going to bring people along with you. You're going to make sacrifices. You're going to make deals. You're going to figure out a move forward if it's for the betterment of the people. And she has been willing to do that. She's been willing to have conversations with me about why what I think is too radical and also why my techniques or strategies might be too unorthodox. And I appreciate that. It's made me a better leader. It's made me a better person. Finally, I think we can all agree, this caucus can agree, that giving up something that you really want for the good of many is incredibly important in a leader. And I got to witness that this past week, something that I think most people would not be able to do. I witnessed Melissa Hortman give up something that she really wanted for the good of our caucus, for the good of your caucus, for the good of the people of the state of Minnesota, and for the good of this very institution. I don't know how anybody could be a better leader than making that sacrifice. And it's because of that that I stand here today, fully in support, and I hope you all will join me in supporting Melissa Hortman as the next Speaker of the House. Thank you.
Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? If not, I declare nominations closed. The two nominated candidates for Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives are Representative Demuth and Representative Hortman. The Clerk Pro Tem will call the roll on the election of Speaker.
Acom. Acom Hortman. Agbaje. Agbaje Hortman. Allen. Allen Demuth. Altendorf. Altendorf Demuth. Anderson P.E. Anderson P.E. Demuth. Anderson P.H. Anderson P.H. Demuth. Backer.
Backer Demuth.
Backer Demuth. Boehner. Bonner. Sorry. Bonner Hortman. Bakeberg.
Baker Demuth.
Bakeberg Demuth. Baker.
Baker votes Demuth.
Baker votes Demuth. Bennett. Bennett votes Demuth. Berg. Berg, Hortman. Bierman. Bierman, Hortman. Bliss. Bliss, Demuth. Burkle. Burkle, Demuth. Carroll. Carroll, Hortman. Cha. Cha, Hortman. Clardy. Clardy, Hortman. Coulter. Coulter, Hortman. Curran. Curran, Hortman. Davids. Davids, Demuth. Davis. Davis votes Demuth. Demuth. Demuth votes Demuth. DePel. DePel votes Demuth. Dotseth. Dotseth votes Demuth. Duran. Duran votes Demuth. Elkins. Elkins votes Hortman. Engen. Engen votes Demuth. Falconer. Falconer, Hortman. Feist. Feist, Hortman. Finke. Fisher. Fisher votes Hortman. Fogelman. Fogelman, votes Demuth. Franzen. Franzen votes Demuth. Frazier. Frazier votes Hortman. Frederick. Frederick votes Hortman. Freiberg. Freiberg votes Hortman. Gander. Gander votes Demuth. Gilman. Gilman, Demuth. Gomez. Gomez, Hortman. Gordon. Gordon votes Demuth. Green. Green votes Hortman. Greenman. Greenman, Hortman. Hanson R. Hanson R. Hortman. Hanson J. Hanson J. Hortman. Harder. Harder votes Demuth. Heinzman. Heinzman votes Demuth. Hemmingson Yeager. Hemmingson Yeager, Hortman. Her, Hortman. Hicks. Hicks, Hortman. Hill. Hill, Hortman. Hiltsley. Hiltsley, Hortman. Hollins. Hollins, Hortman. Hortman. Hortman votes Hortman. Howard. Howard votes Hortman. Hudson. Hudson votes Demuth. Hewitt. Hewitt votes Hortman. Hussein. Hussein votes Hortman. Igo. Igo votes Demuth. Jacob. Jacob votes Demuth. Johnson P. Johnson P. Hortman. Johnson W. Johnson W. Demuth. Jones. Jones votes Hortman. Jordan. Jordan votes Hortman. Joy. Joy votes Demuth. Keeler. Keeler votes Hortman. Cleavorn. Cleavorn votes Hortman. Knutson. Knutson votes Demuth. Cagle. Cagle votes Hortman. Katiza Wattoon. Katiza Wattoon votes Hortman. Kozlowski. Kozlowski votes Hortman. Kosnick. Kosnick votes Demuth. Kraft. Kraft votes Hortman. Kresha. Kresha votes Demuth. Lawrence. Lawrence votes Demuth. Lee F. Lee F votes Hortman. Lee K. Lee K votes Hortman. Liebling. Liebling votes Hortman. Lilly. Lilly votes Hortman. Long. Long votes Hortman. Mahamud. Mahamud Hortman. McDonald. McDonald votes Demuth. Mecklen votes Demuth. Mueller. Mueller votes Hortman. Mueller. Mueller votes Demuth. Murphy. Murphy votes Demuth. Myers. Myers votes Demuth. Nadeau. Nadeau votes Demuth. Nash. Nash votes Demuth. Nelson. Nelson votes Demuth. Niska. Niska votes Demuth. Noor. Noor votes Hortman. Norris. Norris votes Hortman. Novotny. Novotny votes Demuth. O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll votes Demuth. Olson. Olson votes Demuth. Perez Vega. Perez Vega Hortman. Perryman. Perryman votes Demuth. Pinto. Pinto votes Hortman. Purcell. Purcell votes Hortman. Quam. Quam votes Demuth. Rarick. Rarick votes Demuth. Ream. Ream votes Hortman. Rerower. Rerower votes Hortman. Rapinski.
Rapinski votes Demuth.
Rapinski votes Demuth. Ryer. Ryer votes Hortman. Roach. Roach votes Demuth. Robbins. Robbins votes Demuth. Reimer. Reimer votes Demuth. Schumacher. Schumacher votes Demuth. Schultz. Schultz votes Demuth. Schwartz. Schwartz votes Demuth. Scott. Scott votes Demuth. Sensor-Murrah. Sensor-Murrah, Hortman. Sexton. Sexton votes Demuth. Scraba. Scraba votes Demuth. Smith. Smith votes Hortman. Stevenson. Stevenson votes Hortman. Steer. Steer votes Demuth. Swedzinski. Swedzinski votes Demuth. Tabke. Tabke votes Hortman. Torkelson. Torkelson votes Demuth. Van Binsbergen.
Van Binsbergen votes Demuth.
Van Binsbergen votes Demuth. Vang. Vang votes Hortman. Vernig. Vernig votes Hortman. Warwas. Warwas votes Demuth. West. West votes Demuth. Wiener. Wiener votes Demuth. Whitty. Whitty votes Demuth. Wolgamott.
Wolgamott votes Hortman.
Wolgamott votes Hortman. Zhang. Zhang votes Hortman. Joachim. Joachim Hortman. Zelensnikar. Zelensnikar votes Demuth. Finke.
The results of the roll call on the election of Speaker of the House are as follows. Representative Demuth has 67 votes, and Representative Hortman has 65 votes. I therefore declare that Representative Demuth is the duly elected Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives for the 2025-2026 session. I appoint the following members to a committee to escort the Speaker-elect to the rostrum: Representatives Nash, Knudsen, and Backer. I now call on Minnesota Senate President, Senator Bobby Joe Champion, to give the oath of office to the Speaker-elect. Senator Champion.
Will you be so kind as to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of the office to which you have just been elected to the best of your ability? So help you God.
I will.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is my great honor and privilege to present the gavel to Speaker Demuth.
You know, I look out at this chamber, and what an honor it is to stand before you and get ready to do the work that Minnesotans are counting on each one of us to do together. We know that we didn't get to this place, to this opportunity to serve alone. It took support from our families and our supporters, our voters, our community, and we don't take that for granted. We could not have done it without them. They were the ones that when we wanted to give up, sometimes they would encourage us. Most of the time they would. It is an honor, and I am absolutely humbled by the trust that you have placed in me to serve as Speaker of the House of Representatives here in Minnesota. Today I stand before you not just as a representative, but as a Minnesotan that is committed to working for the people that have sent us to this place. The significance of this great honor doesn't escape me. Today is a testament to the progress and the possibilities of our great state, and I am committed to leading with integrity, respect, and a focus on delivering real results to every Minnesotan. Our state is strongest when we embrace both the opportunity and the responsibility, and I'm ready to work with all of my colleagues to ensure that government is accountable, that our communities are safe, and every family has the chance to thrive. To my colleagues in this chamber, thank you for your service and your dedication to your constituents. While we might not always agree, we do share the responsibility to govern, not as partisans, but as public servants. The people of Minnesota have given us a unique opportunity with this closely divided House. They expect us to rise above the politics and to find solutions together and to prove that government can and will work for them. Minnesotans are counting on us, not for political theater or ideological victories, but for real results that will improve the daily lives. They want safer communities. We know that Minnesotans want strong schools. Minnesotans want economic opportunities and a government that is efficient and accountable. They're expecting us to listen, to collaborate, and to deliver. And that is exactly what I intend to do as Speaker. With balance in this chamber, it comes with an opportunity to lead differently. We must set a tone of cooperation and civility. That means keeping government accountable and ensuring every taxpayer dollar is spent wisely. It means recognizing some of our greatest challenges, whether it is workforce shortages, infrastructure needs, support for our farmers, or public safety that transcends public lines. As Speaker, I will foster a culture of respect and constructive debate in this House. We can agree without being disagreeable. We can debate vigorously while seeking common ground. And we can prove to Minnesotans that when their leaders work together, their government will work better. I also want to assure every member in this chamber, Democrat or Republican, that my door will always be open. I want to welcome your ideas, your concerns, and your input. Let's use this moment to show that what is possible when we govern with purpose, what is possible when we govern with integrity and a shared commitment to Minnesota's future. So let's focus on what will actually unite us. That's a love for this great state and a desire to leave it better than we have all found it. If we stay focused on that shared purpose, there's nothing that we can't accomplish together. Thank you again for this tremendous responsibility. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and get to work, side by side, with each one of you. We need to do that for the future of Minnesota. So God bless you, and may God bless our great state of Minnesota.